All right, we're gonna start from here. This is the former radio station of WKQX and WLUP. The only reason I'm starting here is because this is the only part of what's left that I recognize, is this elevator here and where this hallway is, or the only hallway that's left that I can even find. It looks a little bit different. If anybody worked here in any of those years that it was ever here on the second floor of the merchandise mart, this is all that's left. After that, I'm gonna have to try to describe to you what all this is. This was the hallway that went up into the studios. It actually went to the right here is where 101 WKQX was, which I'll go to that side in a second. It's crazy. There's just nothing here. This is where the hallway was and looked down towards the studios, what was left of the studios. Over here was WLUP, which it's so hard to figure out where anything was. The only way that I can kind of figure is the lines on the floor where the walls were. That's the only way I can figure out. But this was the studio for WLUP. You went down here, this is where the main entrance was, actually where those double doors on that framed up wall, that's where the entrance was of the main entrance. Right over there, that double door there, that was the side entrance of where we would come in. Like the jocks would usually come in that way. But you would come up, there was the hallway right here that came up. And the phone screening room was right to the left, that's where I'm standing right now. And then WKQX was over here, we'll go back down. It's just crazy. It's the only thing that's left is this hallway right now where I'm at. Big thanks to the guy that let me in here, that gave me the authorization to come in here and do this. Most people wouldn't get that. So you come back here, go back around where the hallway used to go. Right over here, it's actually framed up over here, so I gotta walk around. It does nothing, even seeing anything right in here because you don't know where you're at. The reason I know where I'm at in here is because of one thing. Those pipes right there, in that drain, that was the drain of the bathroom over by the radio studios. This is the studio bathroom. That's where the toilet was. That's the drain. And you look out, and that is where 101 WKQX was, because you'd walk right out, and that's where the studio was. And these pillars right there. So the studio was right in here somewhere. The only thing you kind of notice up there are the water spigots. That's where the ceiling used to be. And then the performance studio was right outside this bathroom, was right here where these spools of wire are. You can see these X's on the ground. That's where the risers were that lifted the floor. But they've since put in this other wall, because I don't know what this little area is going to be. But you walk back over here, and this is actually, it was kind of blocked off right in this spot. This is where Thomas West was, but they kind of combined them. And now it's a huge stairway that goes way the hell down there. Try to get over there without running into anything. But now it goes way the heck down there. I was told don't go too close to that thing. But then if you come over here, this is where the station's picked back up again. There's another part over here that is recognizable besides the windows. But this is another spot where I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at now. Is this wall. This was the back wall. There was a hallway. There was actually bathrooms that were right there. But this hallway went down right over here. And promotions was right there. That's where you entered in. Actually, you can see the lines on the floor of where the walls were. So this was Janine's office right here. Janine, you got a really big box in your office now. You move over here. This was another office. And then you moved over to this side. This is kind of where Wade was, I believe, and Cliff Mazzoni, and then it walked, it came over here. We're gonna go back to the other side now where this wall is. This is all of where sales was. So you walk down, I can't even get to where here, I'm gonna try and get to where the hallway was. Okay, and the only reason I know where the hallway was here is because I can see from the paint, the old paint on the ceiling of where everything was. So this is the wall that kicked out. This is actually where the door was, and it came through and then walked down this hallway. So like the prize closet was all right here. And so you walked, you can see the lines on the floor too. You walk down here, this is where that main hallway was in the back. Patrick Berger's office was right to the right over here. It was actually probably about right in here, somewhere. And then these were all of the other offices. And there's nothing here anymore. And you walk down, try not to trip over anything. And these were the bathrooms, because I can see the remnants of the floor, the tiled floor. And you got to about over here. Here's where the men's bathroom was. You can see I find remnants of holes in the floor. And then you come over here. This is right where the GM's office door was. As you can see that also on the floor where the gap was, because we're right on the corner of the building. You look back. Just, it's crazy. Look, you see all the way to the front. Just nothing here. Just all cleared out. And you walk back over here. And I believe it was right here. I believe it now was one more. I think it was one more. I think it was right here. Yeah, it must have been right here. So it was right here. This window. This is exactly the office that I interviewed in back in 2001. It's kind of funny. It started here and ends here.